is up, Ninja Nation? Welcome back to another Pitching Ninja's Filthiest Pitches of the Day. Before we get into those pitches, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you've been loving these videos. So hit subscribe, and without further ado, here are my filthiest pitches of the day. We're going to start with Max Scherzer, who came out of the gates on fire. Max was feeding off the energy of the crowd and K'd the first 5 hitters in this game. He had an amazing 11 swings and misses in the first 2 innings. He ended up with 9 Ks. For the second consecutive game, Walker Buehler did not let up a run. He had 5 strikeouts in 5 innings, and look at these sliders to Javi Baez. I know it's Javi Baez and he'd swing at anything, but these were wicked. And here's an overlay with his 2-seam fastball, and maybe it gives you a clue about why Baez might swing at a slider way out of the zone. Logan Gilbert was dominant again. His ERA is .64 right now. And check out this nasty slider to Jorge Soler. Filthy stuff. I also love Gilbert's K-struts. It's like he's dismissing hitters just because he's bored with them. Corbin Burnes was his usual overpowering and disgusting self. He had 10 Ks, making this his 3rd consecutive game with 10 strikeouts or more. Just look at this mix of cutters, sliders, and curveballs. Unhittable stuff. His whip on the season, .73. Burnes is definitely making a run at his 2nd consecutive Cy Young Award. Burnes was actually outdueled yesterday by Marcus Stroman, who was celebrating his 31st birthday. Stro had this wicked slider, and check out this K-strut. He strikes the pose. He has never won a Pitching Ninja K-strut of the year, but maybe this is his year. Joe Musgrove, who can spin the baseball with the best of them, had 8 Ks, including these wicked sliders and curveballs. Maybe the nastiest pitcher right now is Kevin Gausman. Gausman's stuff is absurd. Look at these splitters. They average moving 17 inches horizontally. He's now struck out 41 hitters without a walk to start the season and hasn't given up a home run, which gives him the record over 5 consecutive starts with no home runs and no walks and the most strikeouts. Gausman is a force to be reckoned with in the AL Cy Young race. Speaking of video game stuff, check out this insane stuff from Jordan Hicks. This movement doesn't look realistic. The movement on his fastball and slider are crazy. Check out this slider where he gets the buckle on a slider that ends up outer third. You have a hitter fearing for his life on a ball that ends up on the other side of the plate. And check out this overlay of his sinker and that slider. You've heard of tunneling? Well, this is more like funneling. It shows how insane the movement is on those pitches. Now on to relievers. Ryan Helsley had this 103.1 mile an hour fastball, which is the fastest pitch in the major leagues this season. He also had a 102 mile an hour fastball that, according to Baseball Savant, had a spin rate of 3,004 RPMs. That's nuts. You'd think that was the fastest pitch of the night? You'd be wrong. Ben Joyce, the volunteer fireman from Tennessee, hit 105.5 miles an hour in a game yesterday. That is complete flames. It's by far the fastest pitch in college baseball history, and it's one of the fastest pitches of all time at any level. He actually threw 4 innings this game, had 3 pitches over 105 miles an hour, and 28 pitches over 103 miles an hour. No major league pitcher has ever had more than 1,503 mile an hour pitches in a game. Not only that, but check out these crazy sliders. And as a hitter, you don't really have much time to think, is this a 105 mile an hour fastball that's going to hit me? Or is it a slider that's going to break away from me? This isn't fair for major league players, and certainly not fair for college hitters. And if you were wondering, does he have good command? Well, he's averaging 2.5 walks per 9, and over 6-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio, and a whip of about .7. So yeah, I'd say his command is pretty darn good. Don't be surprised if he has a quick trip from the MLB draft to the major leagues. In case you were wondering, here's a side-by-side of Helsley's 103 mile an hour fastball and Ben Joyce's 105.5 mile an hour fastball. Here's Ben Joyce's fastball grip from my interview with him. So all you have to do is do this and throw the ball 105.5 miles an hour, and you too can be Ben Joyce.
I mean, I just do a normal 4-seam. I keep my fingers together, my thumb on the very bottom, and honestly just try to rip it as hard as I can every time. So
And now, your pitching ninja moment of zen. Everybody's having fun, except Mad Max.